Hi guys, Hayden here from Team Gund. Today I have for you my third place deck profile from the South Brisbane Regionals yesterday. I played Thunder Dragon again. I made a few changes and stuff like that. Firstly, shoutouts to the New Amsterdam Vodka for giving me the power to top the event. They're so smooth with their flavour. Should get on that. Shout out to Trebine Collectibles, the sponsors. Team Gund, of course. I got a lot this time. Shout out to Brandon again for helping me with the deck. He's always been showing me how to do this and help me fix the deck up and stuff and help me make choices when I had a feut different ones. Shout out to Stephen Lau again for telling me that I suck. Shout out to Mitch for defending me against him. Shout out to Liam because BA is the best deck. Shout out to Finn as well. I can't remember why. I'm just going to be nice and do that. I think that's about it. Shout out to Lincoln yesterday for judging. He did a really good job. But yeah, here's the deck profile. So you play upside down. 3 OG Thunder Dragon, common best rarity, don't listen to anyone else. 3 of the Dark, again, like this card, just so good when you're summoning Titan and banishing it or getting its field effect off Raw. 3 Hawks, still one of my favorite ones. I played the Brilliant Engine this time, so it made Hawk much better and more useful when I open it. 3 Raw, I think 3 is correct now. Like, I know people play 2 when they don't play the Brilliant Engine, and I know I was playing it. But 3 just comes up a lot, and like making hard Titan in grind games is really good, and then you can float off this and get more cards on the field. 3 Matrix, I think you just need to play 3. You need to have it. Mirror Match is very important, and also like just having the interaction with time. Sometimes you just want to open this. And now the Summon Hawk's legal as well, so having these and more access to these is much better. 1 Duo, this card's just insane. Like, it's literally just probably the best card in the deck. All of your turn 2 plays start from him, banishing your stuff and starting everything again. I think I might actually play 2 next time and try that out because I think this card's really good. 3 Solar. I actually drew this card this time, which was really good, even though I played Brilliant Engine and had more ways to send anyway. But the token comes up for this for your link plays. And just throwing this into like back row against Striker and also guys just forcing them to do something. And then once this card starts resolving, you just start winning games, especially when you get both effects. I played 2 Denko again. I don't know if I'll keep playing this going forward. I didn't draw it much. I think I only drew it 1 time, or searched it 1 time against Altergeist. I got warninged anyway. I don't think you need it to beat those decks, but I do like having it to just have the blowout when you have it, and you can search it off the spell. But going forward, I might try to fit something else in if I need a space or something. But I still do like Denko. It's just good. And like, yeah, 5 normal summons might be a bit too much, but I still like having the options. In worst case, you can banish them to make Thingo Titan. I played 1 Amber. So I opened it 4 times, and I opened it with, I didn't open it with Brilliant at all though. So like, the best thing about this instead of Garnet is if you open this, it still does something. It just becomes a Colossus or banish fodder for Titan anyway. But yeah, opening it 4 times is kind of annoying because I played 41 cards, which is always right. And then just 3 Ash this time. The combo decks went away with the ban list. There is still combo decks, obviously, so I sided some more stuff for that. But at the moment, I think just 3 hand traps is okay. This card hits most decks, so yeah, it's very versatile. So that's all the monsters. I think it's 25 this time. 3 Gold Sug, best starter. It just gets everything going, gets all your effects. 3 Instant Fusion. Some people play 2, which I think is okay as well, but I just like having 3 because I want access straight away, and having outs for certain things with Thousand Eyes is really good. So like I said, I played the Brilliant Engine. I'm conflicted with this. The 1 match I lost is because Game 3 I drew 2 of this, 2 Ash, and Call by the Grave, and just couldn't play. But this card, like, it's so powerful when it goes off. It gives you that body and the free thing in Grave. But I, at the same time, don't think it's necessary because it can clog. But yeah, it's really hard to see. Like, I think it's really powerful. Like, don't get me wrong. It is very powerful. But going forward, I don't know if I'll personally play it. That just might be my preference. But I'm going to try without it again next week and then see what happens. Call by Grave back at 3. This card's insane. I don't know why not everyone's just maining 3 against the meta that we have right now. 2 of the Fusion. I wanted to try 3. Decided to play Upstart instead. And then obviously Eradicators in the main deck. I played 41 cards and Upstart because I am a real meme lord. But anyway, there's actually a reason. Firstly, Steve told me to play it, so I have more cards to side out, which is really good. And also, with the Gem Knight, I know it's only 1 card, but giving yourself less chance to draw the Gem Knight whilst keeping the same consistency of a 40-card deck just made sense to me. And like, I know you could Upstart into the Gem Knight, but the only time that's a bad thing in this deck is if you already have Brilliant Fusion in hand, in which case you would have activated Brilliant Fusion first anyway. Probably wouldn't do it again. It was a bit of fun, whatever, because it's just a regional. But yeah, like, I don't know. I probably wouldn't play it again, but it was alright. I Upstarted into this once and just won the game off it, so I can't complain. But yeah, 41 card main. Extra deck. Shout out to the Gay Pride Hercule. Thanks again to Kai for getting me this. One token, which I actually used for once, because I drew Solar. So 3 Colossus still. This card's really good, obviously. Very oppressive. But, I don't know. I use it a lot of the time just to make Titan, banishing off Raw. Or like flooding them on the field and then just forcing into attacks. And then just like, sometimes I can just make this, force them to do something. Like, against like last one they snow it or something. And then you just tribute over it and just make another one anyway. 2 Titan. I still want to try 3, but the extra deck's really tight when you play stuff like the Brilliant Engine. I don't think 3 is necessary at all, though. Like, it doesn't really come up. Like, it only comes up when you do things differently or awkwardly, or if like, you like, make 2 of these and have no way to put them back or something. But I don't know. I think 2 is fine. The Prismora for the Brilliant Fusion. Decent. Restrict's broken. Kaminari, because you need to play it for Instant Fusion. Links, I play Linkaribo. Lenfrogus is much better now, because if you have the token and stuff, you can make Summon Sock with these 2 when you have an awkward hand. And then you target a Thunder, get another one, get like a Dark, and then you just win the game. 1 Summoner, I still wanted 2, but again, the extra decks are really tight. Unicorn, just for clearing problems. The Ultra Summon Sock. If it's super, it doesn't have its effect properly. But yeah, this card was really good. It's much better in the hands where your hand is already good, which I understand is like more of a win more, but also gets you out of a lot of awkward situations where you can just summon, like, you can add, like, Thunder Dragon, add 2 Thunder Dragons, and then when you summon this, you can put the other one on their field, and then just get the effects from there. Like, an awkward hand becomes a better hand, and then you can still do stuff. Also doing that against Strike is not even bad. If you have a way to stop multi-roll on that, and they can't clear the Thunder Dragon, they can't activate any of their good cards. Bomber Dragon, I put out Saryuja for this card. It actually won me my final round against Spyro. I just made it with Titan up, even though I triggered it to summon the Titan and had to like waste some resources in Grave. It meant that I could force it by killing a Raw, by killing the Titan itself to summon a Raw, summon back and trigger this. But also Spyro will have to summon to their zone, so this card was insane. It put a lot of pressure on. He ended up killing it eventually, but by then he had no cards left and still didn't deal with Colossus, so he lost. And Boral Sword, again, I only used this in the last round. I think it's just a good option to have. I didn't invest any mirrors, so I think this would have come up more if I had more mirrors and stuff like that. But yeah, this card's just broken. Best Link in the game, I think. Side deck was a bit different. So I play 3 Lancia. So even though I didn't invest a mirror, so this card didn't actually come in. And the other thing you can do with this is the combo warrior decks now rely a lot on banishing for like Malicious, the Phantom Knights, banishing to get Phoenix Blade to be able to use Dolphin multiple times, stuff like that. Not many of them, or people don't really play the deck yet because I don't think they're aware, but going forward I think people will play it. And even though this doesn't stop their combo completely, in a deck like Thunder, even if they're discarding cards from my hand, if it's like 2 or 3 or 4, it actually helps me a lot if I can like put them in the grave, put Fusion in grave or something, and then add off it. And then their boards with Gumbler and stuff these days aren't very powerful. So you can just break them really easily and they have no cards and you just win. And I'm pretty sure I haven't seen anyone play through this and make Roman Gonyad or whatever it's called in that deck because they need the Phantom Knights to be able to do that play. 3 Twin Twister for Sky Striker and Altergeist, obviously. 3 Mind Control. I versed Dino Thunder, so this came in then, and I think against Lightsworn I put this in as well. But this card's main use is in the actual mirror match, which obviously I didn't have one. Same as Super Poly, that's only for the mirror, so obviously not having mirrors made these cards irrelevant, but I'd still keep siding them going forward because the mirror is so hard. 3 Summon Limit. Now this card is broken. Like if you have this with like, any sort of board, you win. Like if you have this plus Titan, you win. If you have this with like multiple Colossus, you win. Because they have to make many monsters to clear your big monsters. And you can flip this, like it gets, say, BA, which is a hard matchup. If they summon 2 BAs, you flip this, their turn ends. Or against Lightsworn, they summon 2 guys before they make Minerva, you activate this, their turn ends. And like since you have your monster on the board still, you can just do it. And if you need to summon more monsters to win the game, you actually just pop this with Titan if you have it on the field. But yeah, this card is broken. Like, absolutely insane. And then 2 Impermanence just for other combo decks and stuff. Going second against certain matchups. And also in the mirror, sometimes you can put it in that you just like turn off one Colossus, mind control the other or something. Like I know that relies on drawing cards, but like it comes up. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks to New Amsterdam Vodka for motivating me to do well at the event. And yeah, so hopefully in the new year we can have more events and more profiles. So see you next time.